The candlelight flickered across the table, casting warm shadows on the crisp white linen. It was our 10th anniversary, and I'd spent weeks planning this surprise dinner at Jordan's favorite rooftop restaurant in downtown Los Angeles. As I watched him across from me, his sharp lawyer's smile hiding the exhaustion from another long day at the firm, I felt a surge of love mixed with that nagging doubt I'd been pushing down for months. But when his phone buzzed for the third time that evening, and he glanced at it with a flicker of guilt in his eyes, I couldn't ignore it anymore. I reached over, grabbed it before he could protest, and there it was. A text from Ryan freaking Caldwell, the Hollywood heartthrob whose face was plastered on every billboard in town. Miss you already. Last night was incredible. Can't wait for more. My world shattered in that instant. Jordan's face drained of color as I stared at him, the phone trembling in my hand. Alex, it's not what you think, he stammered. But the lie hung heavy in the air. How could it not be? Ryan Caldwell wasn't just any guy. He was the openly gay actor who'd skyrocketed to fame with his role in that blockbuster romance last year. And now he was entangled with my fiancé, the man I'd built a life with for a decade. We'd met in college, back when Jordan was just an ambitious law student at UCLA, and I was scraping by as a graphic designer. Our relationship had been a quiet revolution against the world. Two guys from conservative families finding solace in each other. Jordan's parents, old money types from the Midwest, had barely tolerated us at first, always hinting that his career would suffer if he was too out. Mine weren't much better. My dad still called it a phase during holiday dinners. But we'd pushed through, building a home in Silver Lake, adopting a rescue dog named Max, and planning a wedding that felt like our victory lap. Now all that felt like a cruel joke. I stormed out of the restaurant, leaving Jordan calling after me. The LA night air was thick with smog and regret as I drove home, tears blurring the freeway lights. How long had this been going on? Jordan had been working late a lot lately, citing big cases at the entertainment law firm where he specialized in celebrity contracts. It made sense now. Ryan was probably a client. The betrayal cut deeper because it wasn't just cheating. It was with someone who embodied everything Jordan secretly craved. Fame, glamour, the spotlight we'd always avoided. By the time I got home, Jordan was already there, pacing the living room. Alex, please let me explain, he begged as I slammed the door. His usually composed demeanor was cracking. His tie loosened, hair disheveled. I collapsed onto the couch, Max whining at my feet, sensing the tension. It started innocently, Jordan said, sitting across from me but not daring to touch. Ryan came to the firm for a contract dispute. We hit it off professionally, then personally. He's going through a rough time with his public image, the pressure of being out in Hollywood. I was just helping him navigate it. Helping him? By sleeping with him. I spat, my voice rising. The word hung between us, ugly and raw. Jordan winced, but he didn't deny it. Instead, he talked about how our life had become routine, how the spark had faded amid my freelance gigs and his endless billable hours. You're always so content with the ordinary, he said softly. But Ryan, he lives in this world of possibilities. It made me feel alive again. I felt like I'd been punched. Was that how he saw me? Ordinary? After 10 years of supporting his dreams, celebrating his promotions, and standing by him through the firm's homophobic whispers? The argument escalated, voices echoing off the walls. Jordan accused me of being too clingy, too scared of change. I threw back that he was chasing status, betraying not just me but everything we'd fought for as a couple. By dawn, we were exhausted, sitting in silence as the sun rose over the hills. Jordan left for work, promising we'd talk more later. But I couldn't shake the image of them together. Jordan, my steady rock, with Ryan's charismatic chaos. Social media was no help. A quick search showed Ryan at premieres, always alone. But now I wondered if Jordan was lurking in the shadows. That afternoon, I called my best friend, Sarah, who'd been our rock since college. He's cheating with Ryan Caldwell? The actor? She gasped over coffee at our usual spot in Echo Park. Sarah, straight but fiercely allied, had always envied our perfect relationship. Now, She listened as I poured out the details, her face shifting from shock to anger. "You have to confront this head-on," she advised. "But think about what you want. Is this salvageable?" I didn't know. Part of me wanted to fight for us, to remind Jordan of the love that had sustained us through family rejections and societal sidelong glances. But another part seethed with rage, wondering if our relationship had always been unequal. Me the supportive partner, him the rising star. As the day wore on, rumors started trickling in. A mutual friend texted, "Saw Jordan at that gala last week with Ryan. Thought it was work." But my stomach churned. In a city like LA, where celebrity gossip fueled everything, how long before this blew up? Being gay in America had come far, but scandals like this could still destroy careers and lives. That evening, Jordan came home with flowers, a pathetic attempt at reconciliation. "I ended it," he said, eyes pleading. "I told Ryan it's over. I choose you, Alex. Always you." But as he reached for me, I pulled away. Trust wasn't a switch you could flip. And deep down, I wondered if he was choosing me out of love or fear of losing his stable life. The next few days blurred into a haze of awkward silences and separate bedrooms. I threw myself into work, designing logos for a new client, but my mind wandered. What did Ryan offer that I couldn't? Excitement? Validation? Jordan had always been the one pushing for discretion. No PDA at work events, no joint social media posts. Was he ashamed of us? Then came the first real conflict. Jordan's firm called a meeting about a potential partnership. "This could be huge," he said excitedly over breakfast. "But I need to keep things low-key." Low-key meaning hide our engagement? It stung, reminding me of the early days when he'd downplay us to impress colleagues. "I won't be your secret anymore," I said firmly. "If we're fixing this, it has to be all in." Jordan nodded, but his hesitation spoke volumes. That night, I scrolled through Ryan's Instagram, polished photos of red carpets, subtle pride posts. He was out and proud, unapologetic. Why couldn't Jordan be that? The tension built as our anniversary fallout rippled outward. My sister called from New York, sensing something off. "You two are the couple goals," she said. "Don't let LA corrupt that." But corruption felt inevitable in a town where image was everything. Weeks turned into a fragile truce. Jordan made efforts, date nights, couples therapy sessions where we unpacked years of unspoken resentments. Our therapist, Dr. Elena, a no-nonsense woman in her 50s, pushed us to address the elephant in the room. Jordan's attraction to Ryan wasn't just physical. It was aspirational. "You felt stagnant," Dr. Elena said to Jordan during one session. And Ryan represented escape. Jordan admitted it, tears in his eyes. "I love Alex, but sometimes I wonder if I'm meant for more." "More than what? More than me?" The words lingered like a poison. Outside therapy, life intruded. Jordan's case with Ryan's contract wrapped up, but the affair's shadow loomed. I avoided Hollywood news, but it found me anyway. A tabloid headline popped up on my feed. "Ryan Caldwell spotted with mystery man new romance?" The photo was grainy, but the silhouette looked suspiciously like Jordan. Panic set in. I confronted him that night. "Is this you?" I thrust my phone at him. Jordan's face paled. It was before I ended it. Just dinner. Just dinner? In a city obsessed with appearances, that was as good as a declaration. The argument exploded. "You're still lying," I yelled. Max hid under the table, whimpering. Jordan fired back. "You're paranoid. Can't I have professional relationships?" But trust was shattered glass. Every step cut deeper. Social conflicts amplified the drama. At a friend's barbecue in the Hollywood Hills, whispers followed us. "Heard about Jordan and that actor?" someone murmured. I overheard Jordan laughing it off as rumors, but his discomfort was palpable. Our community, a mix of queer friends and allies, split subtly. Some sided with me, offering sympathy. Others, enamored by celebrity, hinted Jordan deserved excitement. Then came the family blow. Jordan's parents visited from Ohio, their annual pilgrimage. They adored me superficially, but always with that undercurrent of judgment. Over dinner at our place, his mom asked about the wedding.
Any data zjed?
Jordan deflected, but I couldn't hold back. Actually, there might not be one, I said bluntly. The table froze. Jordan shot me a glare. Later, in private, his dad pulled him aside. Son, if this lifestyle is causing issues, maybe reconsider. Lifestyle. The word dripped with disdain, igniting old wounds. Jordan defended us weakly, but it felt like capitulation. My own family wasn't better. Dad called. Heard from your sister. Cheating? That's what happens when you choose that path. The homophobia, veiled as concern, fueled my anger. Why did our love have to justify itself constantly? Amid this, Ryan entered the fray indirectly. A mutual acquaintance, a producer friend, mentioned Ryan was heartbroken over a recent fling ending. It was code for Jordan. Curiosity gnawed. I messaged Ryan anonymously via a burner account, posing as a fan. What's your type? I asked. His reply, someone ambitious, who gets the industry. To fit Jordan perfectly. The plot thickened when Jordan got invited to Ryan's movie premiere. It's work, he insisted. Come with me. A test? I agreed, dressing sharply, steeling myself. The red carpet was a whirlwind. Flashes, shouts, glamour. Ryan spotted us, his smile professional but eyes lingering on Jordan. During the after-party at a swanky Beverly Hills mansion, tension peaked. Ryan pulled Jordan aside for a quick chat. I followed discreetly, overhearing, You ended it for him? Jordan, we had something real. Jordan's response, I love Alex. This was a mistake. But his voice wavered. I interrupted, heart pounding. Ryan, back off. The star turned, surprise flickering. You're Alex. Jordan talks about you a lot. Talks? As in during their affair? The conversation turned heated, voices low but intense. Ryan defended himself. Hollywood's lonely. Being gay here means constant scrutiny. Jordan understood that. Understood? He betrayed me. I snapped. Partygoers glanced over, sensing drama. Jordan hustled us out. The drive home silent fury. That night, revelations poured out. Jordan confessed the affair lasted 3 months. Stolen lunches, late-night texts, a weekend business trip to Vegas. It was thrilling, he admitted. But it wasn't love. Thrilling. The word echoed my fears. I was safe, but boring. We hit a turning point. I suggested a break, time apart to reflect. Jordan resisted, but agreed to stay at a friend's. Alone with Max, I grappled with emotions. Hurt, anger, but also self-doubt. Was I holding him back? Social media amplified the chaos. An anonymous post on a queer LA forum. Top lawyer hooking up with A-lister? Spill the tea. Comments speculated wildly, some defending open relationships, others decrying infidelity. It mirrored broader debates, monogamy in gay culture, celebrity influence on personal lives. Friends weighed in. Sarah urged forgiveness. People make mistakes. But Miguel, our gym buddy, was harsher. Once a cheater, the divide reflected societal rifts. Progress versus tradition, acceptance versus judgment. As weeks passed, Jordan courted me anew. Notes, gifts, promises. But doubt lingered. Then, a bombshell. Ryan came out in an interview about a brief romance that taught him about commitment. No names, but the timing screamed Jordan. The media frenzy began. Paparazzi staked out Jordan's firm. Calls from reporters. Our private pain became public spectacle. The spotlight intensified everything. Jordan's firm put him on notice. Discretion is key in entertainment law. The irony, representing stars while becoming tabloid fodder. He blamed Ryan for the interview, but I saw the fear in his eyes. Career jeopardy. Our community reacted variably. At a Pride event in West Hollywood, friends rallied around me, sharing stories of betrayal. Gay men face enough external hate. Internal hurt's worse, one said. But others whispered Jordan was trading up, fueling class and status debates in queer circles. Family pressures mounted. My mom flew in from Seattle, offering support but probing. Is this because of, the gay thing? Her well-meaning ignorance stung. Jordan's parents called, urging him to straighten out his life. Pun intended. The generational clash highlighted ongoing societal struggles for LGBTQ acceptance. Amid chaos, I sought solace in therapy alone. Dr. Elena encouraged self-reflection. What do you need, Alex? Clarity emerged. I needed equality, not just loyalty. Jordan's ambition had always overshadowed us. A turning point, Jordan suggested couples counseling again, but with action. I'll come out fully at work, he promised. No more hiding. Skeptical, I watched as he posted our photo on LinkedIn. Proud to celebrate 10 years with my fiancé, Alex. Comments poured in supportive, but some snide. About time. Ryan reached out directly, apologizing via email. I didn't know the depth of your bond. Wishing you both well. Closure? Or manipulation? It sparked debate among friends. Was Ryan the villain? Or just another lonely soul in Hollywood's machine? Conflicts escalated when Jordan's firm lost a client over the scandal. They think I'm unstable, he lamented. Blame shifted to me. If you'd forgiven quietly. The accusation ignited fury. Quietly? Like we've done our whole lives. The argument revealed deeper fissures. Jordan admitted resenting our normal life. I wanted more than suburbia. Suburbia? Our vibrant LA existence? It exposed class tensions, Jordan from privilege, me from working-class roots. His affair with Ryan symbolized escape from perceived mediocrity. Socially, the story spread. A podcast discussed celebrity affairs in gay Hollywood, anonymizing us but hitting close. Listeners debated, fidelity outdated or essential? It mirrored real-world controversies like high-profile queer breakups. Personally, I explored independence. Joined a support group for betrayed partners, mostly straight women but welcoming. Stories resonated. Pain universal, regardless of orientation. Jordan persisted, organizing a weekend getaway to Big Sur. Scenic drives, ocean views, reminiscent of early dates. We talked honestly, fears, dreams. I was scared of settling, he confessed. But losing you terrifies me more. Intimacy returned tentatively, not physical but emotional. Yet doubt crept. Was this genuine or damage control? Back in LA, a major conflict. Jordan's promotion hinged on a gala where Ryan would attend. I have to go, he said. But you come as my date. Public declaration or risk? We went. Tuxedos, champagne, schmoozing. Ryan approached graciously. Congrats on working it out. Handshake tense but civil. Whispers followed, but Jordan held my hand openly. Post-gala, euphoria mixed with wariness. See? I'm all in, Jordan said. But tabloids twisted it. Love triangle resolved? Privacy invaded, fueling anger at media sensationalism of queer lives. Friends hosted an intervention dinner. Opinions clashed. Forgive and move on versus cut losses. It highlighted community divides, some romanticizing redemption, others prioritizing self-respect. As high drama built, I discovered Jordan's journal, entries about loving me but craving excitement. Heartbreaking validation of my fears. Confrontation ensued. Am I enough? I asked. Jordan's answer. You are. I was the problem. Tears. Embraces. But resolution felt fragile. Months into reconciliation, cracks reappeared. Jordan's work intensified, late nights resuming. Paranoia gripped me, every text chime suspect. Trust rebuilding was marathon, not sprint. Societal pressures compounded. At a family reunion in Ohio, Jordan's relatives grilled us. That Hollywood mess. Embarrassing, his uncle sneered. Jordan defended fiercely. My life, my choices. A breakthrough standing up for us. My side, Dad visited, awkward but trying. If he makes you happy. Progress, albeit slow. These interactions underscored evolving acceptance in America, yet persistent biases. Professionally, I thrived, landed a big design contract for a queer-owned brand. Empowerment surged. I didn't need Jordan to define me. But drama peaked with Ryan's new scandal. Outed affair with another co-star. Media linked back to Jordan. Pattern of seduction? Jordan sued for defamation, the case consuming him. Stress fractured us. This is Ryan's fault. Jordan raged. But I saw his role. Argument. You invited this chaos. He countered. You won't let go. Separation loomed. I moved to Sarah's temporarily. Space clarified. I loved Jordan, but needed assurance. During break, I dated casually, coffee with a kind teacher. Harmless, but illuminating. Other options existed. Jordan panicked, bombarding with pleas. I'll quit the firm, start fresh. Drastic? Or desperate? Reunion talk. We met at our old college spot. Vulnerabilities shared. Jordan revealed therapy insights. My infidelity stemmed from internalized shame, proving I'm worthy through status. Empathy bloomed. Our struggles reflected broader queer experiences. Navigating identity amid societal expectations. Climax built. Jordan's defamation suit settled out of court. Ryan apologized publicly, vaguely. Relief, but scars remained. We recommitted tentatively, new rules. Transparency, shared goals. Moved to a quieter neighborhood, focusing on us. But twists continued. A colleague revealed Jordan had confided about the affair pre-discovery. Betrayal deepened. How many knew? Confrontation raw. You humiliated me, Jordan. I was lost. Forgiveness tested limits. Community event. Pride parade. We marched together hand in hand. Symbolic unity, but internal turmoil simmered. As story crested, I pondered choices. Stay, risking repeat, or leave, embracing unknown? Resolution approached amid lingering tensions. Jordan proposed again properly, on one knee in our backyard, Max as witness. Let's rebuild, he said. Ring familiar but promise renewed. I accepted hesitantly. Wedding planning ensued, small affair with close ones. But doubts whispered. Was this love or habit? Social ripples. Friends celebrated, but some distanced, tired of drama. Family attended, strained smiles masking judgments. Professionally, Jordan switched firms, less glamour, more stability. I supported, but wondered if resentment brewed. A final conflict, anonymous email with proof of ongoing contact with Ryan. Old texts, misinterpreted. Paranoia peaked. Jordan denied vehemently, showing phone logs. Trust crisis. Believe me? He pleaded. I chose yes, but fragility evident. As life normalized, reflections deepened. Our journey exposed societal flaws, media exploitation of queer stories, pressure on gay men to conform or rebel, infidelity debates in modern relationships. Highs and lows balanced. Moments of joy, like adopting another dog, contrasted with arguments over trivialities, amplified by past wounds. In quiet evenings, we discussed futures, kids, travel, dreams aligned, but execution uncertain. Story closed with us stronger, yet changed. Betrayal forged resilience, but at cost. Was Jordan's affair ultimately forgivable, or did it irreparably damage the foundation of trust?